G'day, I'm Kate Grarock. How are you? Welcome to section 11, Packrafting the Shoalhaven River from source to sea. Now this is a doozy, this section. I'm not sure what the heck I was thinking doing this as a one-day trip. Yeah, you'll see in the video, struggle town. Basically the issue was the bike ride. This would be a really nice one-day paddle if you had two vehicles. So there's sort of there's a Matador Ridge and the Trestle Track, and basically that's sort of my two in and out points, but I chose to park at the end and ride my bike to the other end and paddle down. The issue with that being the topography, the hills in that section were just like up and down, and you'll see me, I struggled getting up some of those hills. I had a couple of tumbles off my bike, nothing serious, but I just remember I think I was into the trip of, I don't know, maybe an hour or two, and I just thought, what have I done? Anyway, I got through it, everything was good. And there's just some spectacular parts of the Shoalhaven River on this. There's an area called the Horseshoe Bends, and at the end of my ride I got to that, and it literally is this massive horseshoe bend in the river, and you're standing up and you can just see the bend of the river. Obviously the hike down into the bend was pretty gnarly. I think it's about a 300-meter drop. And then boom, the rapids just started. They were these nice little sort of bubbly, nothing too hard, but just, you know, constant sort of bubble. Just before the Blockup Gorge, there's this massive rapid, sort of big drop in the river that's a grade 4 rapid, and it's called the Washing Machine. And once again, I just portaged that. Then you go through what's called the Blockup Gorge, and that is just a spectacular. It's these big cliffs on either side. The water just goes flat like a lake, and you just, you know, looking all around it, everywhere I was looking was just incredible scenery and this beautiful pink rock cliffs. The one weird thing, I was paddling and then I was like, there's a stick in the water. And then I saw the stick sort of turn and start to swim towards me, and I realised it was a brown snake. I've got a really shitty photo in there, you'll see, but yeah, as it was swimming towards me, I was like, ah! And I just sort of whacked my paddle on the water and then poof, it disappeared. After the Blockup Gorge, there's like a grade 3 rapid in sort of like this big stand of casuarinas that crosses the river, and it's more just the tree blockages that's the issue. Once again, I just took that slow time and portaged most of it. After the Blockup Gorge, there's what's called the Chimneys. This is an old mining site, and it's just incredible. You feel so remote and like just in the middle of nowhere, and then boom, these massive chimneys rise up out of the, you know, the side of the river. The chimneys are pretty close to the end there. I pulled up, had a nice little swim, and then came the climb back out about another 350 metres, and by then I was pretty tired, but it was nice to sort of be on the last leg of the river. There were some sections in the ride where I got to this, I think it's called Paddy's Creek, but further up, and basically there's like 3 rivers intersect, and they're quite large cliffs, and there was a track that ran through there, but I'm just sort of like, well, which is the river and which is the track? And it was just this amazing, you know, culmination of rivers and roads, and there was this old sort of bridge that they'd built out of stone, and oh, it was just really quite an amazing place to visit. That's one of the coolest things about this trip, is it's sort of forced me to go to these areas that I probably would never go before, and they're really exciting to see. I think in all I added it up and it was 10 hours on the go, and that was not sitting and having lunch, that was on the go, like flat out. I think the biggest break I probably got was checking out the chimneys and inflating the pack raft. I was buggered. Really having fun now. I'm on the Stan Jones fire trail. I've got my bike, but she's a bit up and down, and I have to get off and push at times. Unfortunately, I don't have the mountain biking skills to negotiate this. Even some of the downhills are so steep, I can't control the bike. Whew. It's a good workout. Just keep swimming. regretting my decision to do this today. I've been going for an hour. I think I've probably got another at least an hour, maybe hour and a half of these hills to go. It's not too bad. I'm making decent progress, but I've had a couple of tumbles off the bike, but they're just pretty gentle. The words bitten off more than I can chew have certainly run through my head a few times today already, and I'm only an hour and a half into the day.